course, shout out to Mile High Minute, man. The best motherfucking blog in Colorado in the world. So make sure y'all check them out.
It's Cowboy the Wild Boy checking the in. You watching Mile High Minute.
Mile High Minute, man.
Mile High Minute up. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Mile High Minute, man. I know it's going down, man.
Damn, yo,
Tell
shout out
me
Mile
what it
High
is.
Minute, bro.
Mile High Minute, man. Like I told y'all, man, tap in. Mile High Minute, #1 podcast in the universe. Back down in the Colorado Springs with it, with the female goat,
Yes, sir.
also known as Melz Staccz, for the second time, part 2.
Part 2.
So what's good, Melz? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
Doing good. Just working, you know. I see you working. We all working, progressing every day.
Hell yeah. You keeping us working hard, too.
Yeah.
A lot of us, trust me.
Keeping y'all motivated or what?
Man. Biggest motivation right now for us, you know what I'm saying? When you gotta put a whole state on, when you're trying to get people to see a whole state, you feel me? So yeah, that's motivation right there for a lot of us, for the artists that take it serious.
No, for sure. That's love. So last time we did the interview, kind of just went into your story, you know, coming from Chicago, all that.
Yeah.
But a lot's changed since then.
Hell yeah, a lot. That was quick.
Yeah, I think at that time the hit song was the Money Walk.
Yeah.
That really like put me on. But since then you dropped that Say So, Riot. You dropped a couple hits.
Yeah, I dropped a couple.
So let's talk about that first a little bit.
Okay. Pretty much out the Money Walk, you know, you got to keep the ball rolling. You don't want people to think you just did something and disappear. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst.
Yeah.
So pretty much what I did was just, I kept consistently dropping. I'm still dropping right now. I actually got an EP dropping on 420. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. I only got one feature on it, and it's Money Mission YG.
Okay.
And yeah.
Is that a Colorado artist or is that?
Nah, that's a Tennessee artist.
Okay.
Yep, Tennessee. He fuck with a lot of signed artists right now, so I've been tapping in everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm right now. I'm just doing a lot of big networking, a lot of traveling,
No, for
a
sure.
lot of shows.
Been seeing that.
Like yeah.
So yeah, speaking of which, you just got back from Tennessee, and then you did a trip, I think during the summer or something, out to Tennessee too, right?
Yeah, I did a trip last summer to Tennessee. Tapped in with Squizzy. He signed to 100K under Capitol. Tapped in with them, locked it in. Pretty much that's what Money Mission is. That's all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just pretty much went back out there, tapped in with them, shot some videos with him. We shot with some big videographers. The dude that shot my video, he actually shoot for like Pooh Shiesty,
Okay.
Dirk. He shoot for everybody pretty much. Like you can check him out on Instagram at DC Films.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I shot with him. Then there was another dude who flew out from LA that Slap was shooting with, but we all in the video. He shoot for like NLE Chop. I can't think of his name off the top.
Yeah.
But I'll send you the link so you can include him. So you know what I'm saying.
Hell yeah. One thing I've noticed, you've been coming hard with the visuals, like I said, with the Riot and the Say So. And the quality visuals too.
Mm-hmm.
What's the importance of that? You know, you're coming out with these visuals.
Visuals is your image.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that was my biggest thing last year. Like, okay, Money Walk is out there, but these people, they know who I am, but they don't. So I want these people to know, like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm shooting these visuals, it's always a storyline. It's always, I try to do the best quality I could do. You know what I'm saying? From what I see with the videographers, and they do their thing. So shout out to them. But yeah, that's mostly about really just image, bro. Like everything, you gotta have the right image for this shit. Like,
no, for sure.
You could be the best rapper, but if your image is trash, it's hard for people to connect with you. It's hard for people to really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? People want to see you pop your shit. People want to see how you gonna come in every video.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
would you say like investing in your image
is
smart in the rap industry?
Yeah. That's the biggest thing. Investing in yourself is really the biggest thing, but investing in your image, investing in whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, the videos and shit ain't cheap.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I went over this with you in the first interview, but like, if I had somebody to tell me like, yeah, shoot your videos, SoundCloud don't really mean all that. You know what I'm saying? If I had somebody to tell me that early on, I would have been established, bro.
No, for sure.
That's just how I feel, but of course, it took for me to live and learn.
Right. That's just how it goes. Even with this blog shit, you know what I'm saying? Pause.
That's the best way though. Just live and learn. It might take a while. It might, you know what I'm saying? You just never know. You just gotta do your shit. Really.
So, have you? I feel like you've went on some other trips too, right? To other states?
Yeah, I just did a show in Chicago.
Yep, Iowa. Or was it Iowa? Or, I mean,
same shit basically. But I went to both. I had a show with Ruganim in Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah. And tapped in with them. That was some lit shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was probably one of the littest shows that I've done in a while. I mean, my shows here is always lit, of course, but that was a lit show to be in front of a whole bunch of people that was new to me, new to my sound, new to everything, and for them to fuck with me how they did, it was just like, okay, I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? It was a big confirmation for me. So yeah, went out of town, did that show, got some more out of town shows coming up that I'm gonna be releasing on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
So,
no, that Ruger one was tight. Yeah. I feel like that's a good connection since you're originally from Chicago and all that anyway. So. Yeah,
I'm gonna be up there a lot more this year in the city, because the city been tapping in with me hard, like some big name people though, like you know what I'm saying. So I've been kind of just staying connected. That's been my biggest thing lately, you know what I'm saying, staying connected and consistent.
No, facts.
That's what it's been really for me.
So, you got any like features, tapes, shows, anything on the way that you can speak of? Yeah,
the Welcome to the Party EP.
Okay.
That's just pretty much 7 lit ass songs. Like, it's including the I Am Legend freestyle as the outro, but it's that's a lit one. You know what I'm saying? You don't catch too many lit EPs dropping. Like, you don't catch party EPs. You always catch everybody talking about their life or about, you know what I'm saying, the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to bring that fun back to shit. Like, I actually sit back and try to study shit, and it was like maybe 3 artists that I can name from history that actually did straight lit music. They got some real music on their albums, shit like that, but lit music, and it was Ludacris was definitely one of the first.
Oh yeah.
Dude was lit, bro.
That one with T-Pain and Ludacris, what was it called?
I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That one was so hard. I used to listen to that one all the time.
What was it?
I'm trying to think of
it
was so long ago.
It's crazy because I was just watching these videos. I'm like, damn, that's what, you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to look it up after this interview.
Everybody gonna look this up.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about though, bro. I got the lyrics in my head, matter of fact.
Something about Atlanta, that's all, man.
It was some crazy shit. But Ludacris, it was a couple more artists, but I just realized that was like a fun time during hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to bring. You feel me? Like, everybody can rap about street shit. Everybody can do this and do that. But when you at shows, bro, and you don't have nothing to really perform that's gonna really turn the crowd up, unless they already know the song. This shit be hard to excite them or bring them into you. So you gotta do the catchy shit, and that's the artist I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do a lot of.
I mean, I noticed that
shit.
A lot of your beat selection is really upbeat. You know what I'm saying? That shit that you bop to. You know what I'm saying? You in the club, you can hear it.
That's
like,
me. Shout out to my producer.
Who is your producer?
Rodney.
Okay.
Rodney. That's
produced by Rodney.
Oh, that's my producer.
Yeah. I've been seeing his name around.
Yeah, he been going crazy right now. He actually just tapped in with some big name people who he's making beats for right now. Okay. So we kind of excited. A lot of people don't know, but Rodney is FTF.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he showed me hella love, and I'm like, damn, I just really started tapping into him.
I mean, on some real shit, like the way we ran into each other, like he just sent me a beat pack. He like, check it out, and I heard it. I'm like, yeah, he got a lot of potential. Like, we can work with him. So I started sending him like little sample beats. Like, hey, can you make something like this? Yeah. And it took him a little minute, but when he got it, he hit the road running with it, and then like boom, everybody wanted beats from him. Like so many people like, hey, who do your beats, like, or do you get them from YouTube? Now I used to get beats from YouTube.
Yeah.
When you want to profit off this shit and you want to invest in this shit, you gotta get a producer, bro.
Right. Yeah, I mean you can have your fun starting out and shit, building a foundation.
Chop made me a lot of beats too.
Oh
Shout
yeah,
out to Chop. Yeah.
He's been going crazy down here.
Always. Was the very first person to ever record me in the spring.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, shit, once you, like you said, if you really want to profit and like build a business, you definitely gotta have
a
the
producer.
exclusive rights, gotta get a producer and all that.
Yeah. That should be, that's the lit shit though. You know what I'm saying? Just sticking to the business side of shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when you start taking it serious, you realize it is hard. It's way harder than it look. It ain't just about the rapping. Anybody can rap, you know what I'm saying? But can you maintain this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta set a foundation first.
The mindset, everything. Because a lot of times when you first start out, there's a lot of money you're putting into it and groundwork, you know, boots on before it starts paying off and shit like that. So.
And it don't be just the quickest. I mean, you might be one of them lucky people.
Right.
That just
be like a little pump or something. Just
make a song and it blow. You know what I'm saying? You might be one of them lucky ass people. It's possible. There's nothing that's not possible, but that right there, if it don't happen for you, you decide to keep grinding and keep going, stick that shit out because you don't want to waste no time. Like that's my biggest thing. Like I've been doing this shit. Wasting my time is the last shit I want to do now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta kind of keep going.
Make it happen now. Yeah. And I mean, shit shows you love it, and in the long run, you'll be able to look back and be like, damn, like, you know, regardless of what happens, you'll be like, damn, I did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Like I done had my times where I be like, bro, I'm done with this shit. I give up. Like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, them moments always open up a new gate, a new opportunity, some way, somehow, bro. Like
no, for sure. And that just sparks you like, no, I gotta keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Or you get somebody that hits you up and be like, hey, you still rapping? That shit hard. Or I just heard this. Like it just be different shit every day. Like every day, it's a story. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, facts. Well, shit, who do you want to work with in Colorado that you haven't worked with already?
Honestly, a lot of Denver artists. I done fucked with the Springs, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with them hard. I'm here, obviously. I'm putting on for them, obviously. But I want to work with Savvy, bro. Savvy and Polo for sure.
That would be hard.
For sure. Like they got the upbeat sounds, you know what I'm saying? Like
I can see all three on the track.
Right, you feel me? They kind of on that same caliber type shit, you know what I'm saying? But you at the same time, Denver's still getting to know me right now. But it's like on some real shit. Hypothetically though, if you want me to be real, I'm more known in Atlanta than Denver. And I'm in the Springs. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm checking like my United Masters and seeing where my listeners and shit is coming from, like my Atlanta fan base is the biggest one next to Chicago and then the Springs and then Denver.
Oh, that's dope.
So it's like, sheesh. It'd be shit you don't be expecting.
No, facts. I mean, shit. I think Dallas and Phoenix are in my top 5 outside of Denver. Springs. I think Springs is second, and then Aurora is like third. So
yeah, Aurora do pop up separately.
Yeah.
They do. They like, I ain't gonna lie, from my listening, they like the bottom. So I'm like, damn, okay, they sleep. But it's cool. I ain't tripping. That's why I say shit like that just make you work harder. You want that's the motivation behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I do want to say is, so we did that first interview. I want to say it was about a year ago.
Definitely a year ago.
Maybe a little sooner or a little later.
No, it was like a year ago, a couple days ago.
Oh, actually it was, because it came up on my memory.
It came up on my memory.
I think I was yesterday, low-key. Like, that's crazy.
It might have been yesterday.
Literally a year ago yesterday. Damn.
Might have been yesterday.
But anyway, since then, so I dropped the list during the summer. We had you on the list. Because I felt like the way you were moving, I was like, yo, like, she definitely one of the top upcoming artists out here. Like, she deserves that spot. She got the sound, the image, everything.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, and you showed hella love, so I appreciate that. Because some motherfuckers on the list, like, you know how the list conversations go. But you
who is that?
love.
We don't even know who that is. Yeah, that's how I go. But you know, sometimes you gotta lock that shit in. No, you know what I'm saying? So
what I want to say though is, after the list, you know, the interview, all that. Obviously, you've done a song with Diddy and shit. I noticed like DJ Squizzy Taylor start commenting on your shit. You know, he's probably the biggest DJ in Denver.
I low-key had tapped in with him before that, but he had never really heard my music.
Yeah.
As far as conversation and shit, we had been kind of tapped in, but yeah, he had never really heard my music, so I started sending him shit. Check this out, check that out. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we tapped in from there. He been playing that shit in the clubs.
That's dope. Do you think, what do you think about the list? You know, the fact that you were on the list, you feel like, in general, what's your opinion on the list, 1 and 2? Do you think you deserved your spot? And, you know.
Of course, I was just grateful. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, a lot of people just look at it like, oh, I should have been this number or that number, like, not realizing your face is still on this list. You know what I'm saying? And, I really don't got no names in particular because, like I said, I feel like everybody probably felt like, nah, I should have been at this spot, or I should have been at that spot, or I should have been ahead of this person or that person. But like I said, a lot of people don't know the behind the scenes work or what people even do to get to them lists. There was a time none of us was even making lists.
We weren't even lists 3 years ago.
So to be on a list and just be like, I made it to the hottest Colorado list. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to call nobody else's list irrelevant, but that's the most relevant list. That is the list that the people in Texas tapping in with. That's the list that the people in Phoenix is tapping in with. You feel me? Like Georgia, wherever you know what I'm saying. The main list is one of the main lists. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing Spade TV share it, and somebody was like, "Colorado got rappers," and I'm just I'm just like, this shit is crazy. Like, if you ask me, I've been a lot of places, bro. I've lived a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Colorado probably got the most talent.
No, we got hella talent.
I mean, Chicago, of course, I'm from Chicago. I feel like niggas up there, that's a big city, though. It's different. You don't find the people that's super, super talented. You know what I'm saying? But go to somewhere like fucking Fort Collins or Greeley and find a dude that sound like R.I.P. Mo 3 or like Rod Wave or some shit. Like, you do find them in Colorado, and that shit will blow your mind because you're like, damn, that dude from Colorado or she from Colorado. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that should be way different for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was putting my people in Tennessee on. I had played, what the fuck? Damn, what's the song called? It was definitely a Savvy song. Set the Tone. Set the Tone, I played Set the Tone in Tennessee, and they was like, who is that dude? Where they from, Cali? I'm like, nah, bro, that's Colorado, bro. And it kind of made me mad, but I'm like, I kind of explained to him, like, bro, at the end of the day, whether y'all say Colorado sound like Cali or not, bro, at the end of the day, we are the West Coast. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, well, I didn't know y'all had different sounds like that. Like, it's real versatile here. Like,
no, facts.
We ain't no one sounding ass state. So,
oh,
I definitely played that shit, and they was fucking with it. So that's why, I ain't gonna lie, I mostly say that that's who I want to work with.
I'm gonna bring this back a little bit.
Are you good?
Alright.
Yeah, I would mostly say that that's who I want to work with, cause
hell yeah. Now, a lot of people out of state be bumping Savvy in Texas. I think I seen that at a club in Atlanta recently. Like, so the shit's coming up. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk about, because we've heavily talked about this. It seems like you really heavily fuck with Say Cheese and Sean Kyle. Like, like that's someone you want to work with. You know what I'm saying? Want to at least chop it up with, meet up sometime. How did you kind of find out about Sean and Say Cheese in the first place?
Long time ago, when they fucking first launched on Instagram, like they weren't even at 10K followers. Yeah, they weren't even at 10K followers, and
so they was where I'm at right now, basically. Like
6K. Pretty much. Like, they was still reach outable type shit, and back then I wasn't established enough to really reach out to Sean Cotton or nobody. I didn't even know who really ran the page yet, to be real with you. I just used to see the post, follow the post. They was popping. They always been popping. I get at to them, and that's just pretty much what it was. And they got bigger and bigger, and it was posting artists. They was just doing different shit that I was fucking with, like, see. And I was seeing different people get on from that shit, like way before Spot 'em got type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, oh shit, I need to tap in with these people if I'm gonna take it serious. So we was trying to figure out a while ago back then, like, the type of people we need to be in contact with to kick this shit off. But like I said, I didn't have the library. I didn't have half the shit that I needed, like what I got right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how I heard about them. And then when I finally was ready to tap in with them low key I got scammed.
Oh, by the email shit?
Yeah, for like $2,000, bro. No cap.
Damn. And you're not the first person, because motherfuckers was really, like, people went last year, like, after we did it, I did an interview with Sean, motherfuckers just hit me like, yo, say Cheese just emailed me, is this real? I'm like, nah, bro, like, motherfuckers be scamming and shit.
This shit was so crazy because it looked real, but it wasn't the fact that I never heard back from them that made me realize it was a scam. It was right when I sent my money. Like, right when I, sent that shit, I was like, let me just go read the email. But I had already sent it, so it really didn't matter. I'm like, damn, and I read it and I seen how they had shit spelt. They had certain letters reversed. They just did some real finesse ass shit. Whoever it was came up on 2,000, and that's what it was. So ever since then, I pretty much just been grinding, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, that was a L, you know. But
for sure. It happens,
you gotta take the risk though, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Even though I could have checked the email earlier, it ain't nobody's fault but mine. But
yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah. Well, shit. Hopefully Sean watches this, and I'm sure he would fuck with your music if we got in the studio or something.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
if you like were to link up with him or show him music, what would be the first song you'd show him?
Money Walk. Definitely Money Walk. That's a song that is timeless, bro.
Yeah.
It's definitely timeless. Like, it was my first introduction to my sound, like my actual sound, like people getting to know who I was type shit. So that's pretty much why. Even though I got some shit coming out that's, I ain't gonna say similar, but it's probably more popping than Money Walk though.
Okay, hell yeah.
Like,
my favorite is That Say So. That one really, the Money Walk was the first favorite, but then when you came out to Say So, I was like, oh yeah, that shit hard.
Yeah.
I was fucking with that.
People gonna like that Players Only shit. The shit you posted had like 100 some comments on it.
Hey, that's one thing I noticed about when we post you too, is like, shit usually gets 500 to 1,000 views, usually at least gets 100 likes, like, you know, your shit be running up on her page. So that's how I know, okay, like, she really got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can tell, because, like, I'll post a Savvy or you, Polo, you know what I'm saying, some of the hard artists out here, that shit will run up.
And everybody should be different too. Like, I just fuck with the love, and not only that, like, I got an established fan base. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for that shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when people post me, I do share it. I let everybody know, like, hey, they posted me. Go check it out. I do that shit.
No, yeah, we gotta talk about that too, because one thing I noticed, you know, with our interview, I'll post a clip, that shit might have 1.5K on views on Facebook. I'm like, damn. And then I see like your whole team like sharing that shit. I'm like, damn, like that's real genuine love right there.
Yeah, that's what.
Is that important?
That's what our meetings be about. Our meetings is strictly about, we talk about numbers. You know what I'm saying? Rather it's money, rather it's, you know what I'm saying. We got the music shit. Fact. We know this already, so it's like the meetings be about staying focused and investing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we really, that's our biggest thing right now. And we always let each other know, like, it's power in numbers, you know what I'm saying? So if we all share this shit, it's gonna be 10 people, different people to see it every time you share it. Rather you get no likes or whatever the case might be, long as you sharing that shit. And I notice, like, I could share some shit and go back and check the views tomorrow, and I have 10, 15 extra views on it. But nobody shared it, nobody liked it, you know what I'm saying? It be shit like that, so I'd be like, well, obviously they seeing this shit, you know what I'm saying? So that should be dope.
Hell yeah. All right, just to, you know, wrap it up. First off, where can people find you? Social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that.
Honestly, YouTube. I don't do Twitter still.
You still don't got Twitter?
I still don't do Twitter. I had Twitter.
I'm telling you.
I had Twitter, but Twitter is a place that don't keep me interested, bro.
Yeah. I would just go on there and post your links and shit once in a while. Like,
my team, we got a FTF Twitter, but I'm real big on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you can find me. If you want to contact me, just Snapchat me. It's _Staccz.
Yeah.
Everybody know how the Staccz is spelled, STACCZ. Instagram famous _Staccz. Facebook Melz Staccz. So YouTube Melz Staccz. All that.
Are you on all platforms as far as streaming?
Every platform, even TikTok. So every platform.
SoundCloud, Spotify, all that.
Every platform, like, not missing nothing. Tidal, Google Play, Apple Music, Spotify, everything. Everything's Melz Staccz.
Thanks. You got any major features on the way that you can speak on?
Ooh, yeah, I got some shit on the way. I got some shit on the way. Low key, I can't really speak on it. Cool. I want to speak on it, but I just thought about some shit. Yeah. I just thought about some shit. I actually did a major feature that I'm waiting on some paperwork to come back for.
Okay.
It's really an old feature, but I'm just waiting on some paperwork for it so I can release it.
How much you charging for features?
Right now, I'm only charging $500. $500 a feature. Yeah, I just actually somebody just locked some features in with me, so I'm about to be in the booth.
Alright, well shit, this has been a legendary interview. You know what I'm saying? Part 2.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for fucking with us down here in the Springs.
Thank you.
You got any final thoughts, any shout outs?
Really just, nothing really, just everybody just keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to make a list. Everybody want to make the list. Just keep grinding, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing that shit. Keep pushing. Even when you feel like ain't nobody watching you, just do your shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just you. As long as you got you can do that shit.
Thanks. Hell yeah. Can we get a shout out from Mile High Minute one time?
Of course, shout out to Mile High Minute, man. The best motherfucking blog in Colorado in the world. So make sure y'all check them out.
Oh yeah, that's love. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Comment down below who you want to see next on the Mile High Minute. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button to stay notified when all the latest news drops. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Apple, SoundCloud. All that links will be in the description. Make sure you go follow Melz Staccz on everything. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Links will be in the description.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah, Mile High Minute, #1 podcast in the universe. We out.